Hi students, good morning. How are you? I hope all of you are fine and you read the text 2 times or 3 times. Okay. In the previous episode, we started our 6th lesson, that is Hey Thee Out with the Gods. What is the title of the 6th lesson? Hey Thee Out with the Gods. Who is Hey Thee? Hey Thee is a little girl. Hey Thee is a girl. And what is she doing? She is now spending the holidays with her grandfather. She is spending her holidays with her grandfather. And there is an activity given for you in the previous class. Which was the activity? The activity was to paste the picture of two mountains. Paste the picture of two mountains in the space provided here and write the name of its important peaks. Paste the picture of mountain and write the name of its important peaks. The instruction was, during vacations we go to places which are unlike the place we live in. Unlike means it is different from unlike. Like means same. Like means same and unlike means different. Unlike means different. Listen here. Like means same. Then unlike means different. Unlike. Not same. Not same. That is different. D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-D. Different. D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-D. We are living in a place and we want to spend our holidays in a place that is not the same as our place. Do you get the meaning? We like to spend our holidays in a different place from that of our place. Okay, then only we can enjoy our vacations. Here, Heidi is a girl and her grandfather is living in a mountain area. Her grandfather is living in a mountain area and she came there to spend her holidays. She came there to spend her holidays. And the other character in the story is Peter. Peter is a boy and he is grazing the goats in the farm. Okay, and there is grandfather of Heidi. Heidi's grandfather is also there and he is a very good man and he is full affection for her, for his granddaughter. Okay, let us look at the beginning of the story. Heidi got up the next morning to the sounds of a loud whistle. When did Heidi get up? Heidi got up when she heard a loud whistle. Whistle is a new word. W-H-I-S-T-L-E. Whistle. W-H-I-S-T-L-E. Whistle. W-H-I-S-T-L-E. Whistle. When did Heidi got up? When Heidi got up. When did Heidi get up? Heidi got up in the morning when she heard a loud whistle. The golden rays. What is the time then? What was the time then? The golden rays of the sun made everything in the hut look golden. That means they are living in a hut. What is the meaning of hut? Small house. Hut means small house. Hut. Small house. Hut meaning small house. And Heidi and her grandfather were living in a small house. And when she got up, the time was late morning. That means the sun rays came into every part of the house and the golden rays make everything in the hut look golden. The golden rays make everything in the house look golden. Okay, Heidi got up the next morning to the sounds of a loud whistle. The golden rays of the sun made everything in the hut look golden. She recollected where she was when she heard her grandfather's voice. Recollected. R-E-C-O-L-L-E-C-T-E-D. Recollected means remembered. What is the meaning of recollected? Remembered. She was in deep sleep and when she recollected, when she opened her eyes, everything in the hut seemed to be golden. Everything in the hut seemed to be golden. Then she recollected where she was. She remembered where she was lying. When she heard the loud voice or deep voice of her grandfather. Her grandfather's deep voice got her up from the deep sleep, and then she realizes, recollected means remembered, that she is living with her grandfather and she is spending her vacation there. She recollected where she was when she heard the grandfather's deep voice. She had came to stay with him on the mountains. She had came to her grandfather to spend the holidays with near the mountains, to spend the holidays near the mountains. Heidi jumped out of bed and changed quickly. Heidi is in full excitement because why was she excited? She was excited because she is really liked to spend her holidays in the mountain ranges. She really enjoyed. She is very anxious to know what are the things there. She really wanted to know what are the things near the mountains. And Heidi jumped out of her bed and changed quickly. She climbed down the ladder and ran outside. Ladder, what is a ladder? Ladder is a thing that we used to climb up and down. Ladder is a thing that we used to climb up and down. She climbed down the ladder very fast. She climbed down the ladder very fast and she landed near her grandfather. Peter was there with his flock of goats. Yesterday we studied about the collective nouns. Which are the collective nouns we described in the previous class? Which are the collective nouns? Collective nouns. Flock of sheep. F-L-O-C-K. Collective noun. Flock. Sheep. Then a collection of elephants. Herd. H-E-R-D. Herd of elephants. Herd of elephants. Then next one. Herd of elephants. Pride of lions. Pride of lions. P-R-I-D-E. Pride of lions. Then which is the next one? And the collection of sheep is called fleet. The collection of sheep is called fleet. Like that there are so many collective nouns. Here we are going to study about the flock of sheep. Here Peter is standing there with the flock of sheep, with a flock of sheep, with his flock of goats, and grandfather was bringing two of his goats from the shed. Grandfather brought two of his goats from the shed. The goats were in the shed and he brought two of them, and she ran and wished them all good morning. Heidi ran towards them and say good morning to all of them. Heidi ran towards them. Heidi climbed down the ladder, then ran towards the people, and she said good morning to all of them. Okay, is it clear? Then do you want to go with them to the mountains? Asked her grandfather. Then her grandfather asked her, Heidi, do you want to go with them to the mountains? It was a very light question by her. She wanted to go there. Knowing her mind, grandfather asked her, Heidi, do you want to go with them to the mountains? Then Heidi jumped up in joy and said, yes, of course. Heidi jumped up in joy. Joy means happiness. What is the meaning of joy? Happiness. She jumped up in joy and said, yes, grandfather, but wash and tidy yourself first. Then grandfather gave her some instructions, suggested her something. What was the suggestion? Grandfather suggested her to go and wash yourself and make you clean. That means you tidy yourself first. Make you clean yourself first. You go and have a bath. That is the content of this. The bright sun overhead will laugh if you remain dirty. Grandfather told her, the sun is very bright and the sun will laugh at you if you are dirty. If you don't wash yourself or if you don't clean yourself, the sun will laugh at you. If you don't clean yourself, the sun will laugh at you. See, I have made everything ready for you. See, I prepared your meals. Everything ready for you means I prepared your food. I prepared your food. I have made everything prepared for you. And Heidi ran to the large tub of water. Tub means bucket. Here Heidi ran towards the large tub of water. There was a large tub of water and Heidi ran towards it. And Heidi ran to the large tub of water. She scrubbed herself clean. Scrubbed means scrubbing. Using a scrubber, we use scrub utensils. Then there are soft scrubbers to clean your body. Here Heidi scrubbed herself clean. Heidi scrubbed herself clean. And meanwhile means, what is the meaning of meanwhile? I have told you already. What is the meaning of meanwhile? At the same time. Meanwhile means at the same time. Meanwhile. At the same time. Meanwhile means at the same time. Meanwhile, grandfather called Peter inside the hut. Grandfather was there, Peter was standing there, and Peter is holding a lunch bag in his hand. Peter is holding a lunch bag in his hand. So grandfather called him inside the hut. Grandfather called him inside the hut and told him to open his meager meal bag. Meager means not lengthy one, not a big one. Meager. What is the meaning of meager? Less in quantity. Meager means less in quantity. Grandfather told Peter to open his meager meal bag. That means lunch box. There we stopped yesterday. Okay, then we can go to the next paragraph. Open it, said the old man. Who is the old man here? Grandfather. Grandfather told Peter to open the meal bag. What kind of a meal bag is it? It is a meager meal bag. It's a meager meal bag. He put into it a large piece of bread and an equally large piece of cheese. What were the things grandfather put into the meager meal bag? A large piece of bread and an equally large piece of cheese. Equally means same. Equally means same. Grandfather put into a two items. Which are the two items? Which were the two items? The two items were a large piece of bread and an equally large part of cheese. An equally large piece of cheese. Bread and cheese. Bread and cheese. Grandfather put into the meal bag two things. Which are the two things? A large piece of bread and the same quantity of cheese. They were double the size of Peter's. They were double. Double means two times. Double. D-O-U-B-L-E. Listen to the spelling. D-O-U-B-L-E. Double means two times larger. Two times. Double. Open it, said the old man. He put into it a large piece of bread and an equally large piece of cheese. They were double the size of Peter. Peter is having half portion of Heidi's meal. Peter is having half portion of Heidi's meal. But Heidi's grandfather put into the meal bag two items. The two items were a large piece of bread and the same quantity of cheese. They were double the size of Peter's. His eyes widened at their size. On seeing the large piece of bread and cheese, whose eyes widened? Peter's eyes widened. That means his eyes became blazed. His eyes widened big. His eyes widened at their size. He is surprised to see the large piece of bread and cheese for a little girl. Widened. The next word is widened. W-I-D-E-N-E-D. Widened. On seeing the large piece of bread and cheese, Peter's eyes became widened in surprise because he is a boy and he is having the half portion of bread and cheese of Heidi. Heidi is a little girl and her grandfather gave her a large piece of bread and the same quantity of cheese. Peter's size of Peter's, his eyes widened at their size. They were for Heidi to eat. He thinks these two things, these large portion of bread and cheese, were for Heidi to eat. I will read the paragraph once more. You listen. Open it, said the old man. He put into it a large piece of bread and an equally large piece of cheese. They were double the size of Peter's. His eyes widened at their size. They were for Heidi to eat. He then said to Peter, Grandfather said to Peter, Heidi cannot drink the milk directly from the goat as you do. What was the thing spoken to Peter by the grandfather? Grandfather told Peter that Heidi is a new one in the mountains and she couldn't drink the milk directly from the goat. That means here Peter is in the habit of drinking milk directly from the goat. Whenever he wants milk, he goes to the goat and suck milk. Suck means sucking milk. Suck. What is the meaning of S-U-C-K? Mosquito suck our blood. That means വലിച്ചു കുടിക്കുക. Suck. S-U-C-K. Mosquitoes. When mosquito bite us, it suck our blood. It suck our blood. We are sucking juice from the juice can. We are sucking juice from the juice can. Like that, here whenever Peter wants milk, the children living in the mountains were in the habit of sucking milk or drinking milk directly from the goat. Okay, but Heidi, grandfather told Peter that Heidi don't know how to drink milk directly from the goat. Directly from the goat as you do. Heidi don't know how to drink milk directly from the goat as you children do. Who told these words? The grandfather told these words to whom? Grandfather told these words to Peter. Take a bowl and see to it that she drink two full bowls of milk. Grandfather gave a bowl to Peter and told him that make sure that Heidi drink two full bowl of milk. Make sure you take milk from the milking the cow means milking the cow. Milking is a process. It is a verb milking. Milking the cow means taking milk from the cow. Then grandfather told Peter that you make sure that or you ensure that, ensure means make sure. Ensure that Heidi drink milk. What quantity of milk? 2 full bowl of milk. Heidi drink 2 full bowl of milk. You take 2 full bowl of milk from the goat and give it to Heidi and ask her to drink it. Okay, take a bowl and see to it that she drink 2 full bowl of milk. Take care of her and take care of her because she is a newcomer and she is new in this atmosphere. Take care of her and be careful about her. She should not hurt herself on the rocks. There were so many rocks and snowflakes were there in the mountains. Make sure that she drink 2 cup of milk and 2 bowl of milk and take care of her very well and be careful and manage her. You help to manage herself and you should be careful about don't hurting herself in the rocks. She should not hurt herself in the rocks. Okay, I read that paragraph once more. You please listen. He then said to Peter, Heidi cannot drink milk directly from the goat as you do. Take a bowl to see to it that she drink 2 full bowls of milk. Take care of her. She should not hurt herself on the rocks. She should not hurt herself on the rocks. Heidi was ready. Now Heidi became ready, prepared for the journey to the mountains. She became ready. She got to the ran towards the bowl of tub of water, and then cleaned her, scrubbed her body, then cleaned herself and dressed well, and now she is ready for going with Peter to the mountains. Okay, grandfather said to Heidi, "When you come back, go right into the tub for it. For if you run about like a god, you will get your feet dirty." Grandfather said to Heidi, "When you come back, go right towards the tub of water and clean yourself. If you run about like a god, you are a little child. Children are in the habit of running here and there. The little gods were also in the same habit. When you come back, you go right towards, at first you go towards the tub of water, then you clean your foot. It will be dirty if you run here and there like the little gods. You are in the habit of running here and there. You are a child. So, you are in the habit of running here and there like the god. And if you get dirt in your feet, you go directly to the tub of water and then clean yourself. You will get your foot dirty. You will get your foot dirty." I will read that paragraph once more. You please listen to it. Grandfather said to Heidi, "When you come back, go right into the tub, for if you run about like a god, you will get your feet dirty." The new word is dirty. D-I-R-T-Y, dirty. D-I-R-T-Y, dirty. Both set out along with the lively gods. The gods were very lively. They are in this habit. Every day they are going to the mountains for grazing, and after some day Peter bring back them to the shed and tied them in the shed. This is their habit. Both set out along with the lively gods. Both means who were the two people? Peter and Heidi. Peter and Heidi set out. Set out means start. Set out means start. What is the meaning of set out? Start. Heidi set out along with the lively gods. The gods ran in all directions, here, there and there, south, north, west and east. Gods were not running through a line or not going through a line like ours. Gods are in the habit of running here and there, going here, there and there. Like that, gods go to all directions. Gods run in all directions. Directions. D-I-R-E-C-T-I-O-N-S. Next word is directions. D-I-R-E-C-T-I-O-N-S. Say the spelling and word directions. D-I-R-E-C-T-I-O-N-S. Directions. Look at the top words on this one. Look, whistle. W-H-I-S-T-L-E. In the previous class also I have told you this is whistle and T is silent in this word. In this word T is silent and we will not pronounce T. It is not whistle, it is whistle. W-H-I-S-T-L-E, whistle. Next word is recollected. R-E-C-O-L-L-E-C-T-E-D, recollected. Then bread and cheese. What were the things provided by the grandfather to Heidi? A large piece of bread and cheese. B-R-E-A-D, bread and cheese. C-H-E-E-S-E. Next word double. D-O-U-B-L-E. Double. D-O-U-B-L-E. Double. Then the next word is widened. W-I-D-E-N-E-D. Widened. W-I-D-E-N-E-D. Widened. Next word dirty. D-I-R-T-Y. Dirty. D-I-R-T-Y. Next word is directions. D-I-R-E-C-T-I-O-N-S. Directions. Look at these words. Whistle, recollected, bread and cheese, then double, widened, dirty. Okay, is it clear? Directions. Then what is the meaning of meanwhile? Meanwhile means at the same time. Meanwhile means at the same time. Next word, like means same, and like not same. Not same means different. Not same means different. The next word, hut, H-U-T, hut, small house. Then these are collective nouns. These are collective nouns. Collective nouns, the name given to a group of something or collection of something. The noun, the common noun given to a group of something. That means a collection of something. Bunch of keys. bunch. Bunch of bouquet of flowers. bouquet. Bouquet of flowers. It is written as bouquet and pronounced as bouquet. Bouquet of flowers. These are collective nouns. Examples: flock. The collection of sheep is known as flock. Flock of sheep. Then collection of elephant. Herd of elephants. H-E-R-D. It is not H-E-A-R-D. H-E-R-D. Herd. Next one, lion. The collection of lion is called pride of lions. Okay. May you rub out these things? I will read today's portion once more. Open it, said the old man. He put into it a large piece of bread and an equally large piece of cheese. E-Q-U-A-L-L-Y, equally. They were double the size of Peter's. His eyes widened at their size. They were for Heidi to eat. He then said to Peter, Heidi cannot drink milk directly from the goat as you do, and take a bowl to see to it that she drink 2 full bowls of milk. Take care of her. She should not hurt herself on the rocks. Heidi was ready. Grandfather said to Heidi, when you come back, go right into the water tap, for if you run about like a goat, you will get your feet dirty. Okay, next paragraph. Both set out along with the lively goats. After hearing the words of the grandfather, they set out with their lively goats. Lively, L-I-V-E-L-Y, smart, active. Lively, L-I-V-E-L-Y. Lively means active, smart goats. The girl is very lively. What is the meaning of that? She is very active. She is not lazy. She is not a introvert one. She is very active. Lively means active. Both set out along with the lively goats. The goats ran in all directions. Peter followed them, whistling and calling, swinging his stick to keep them together. Peter followed the goats. Peter followed. F-O-L-L-O-W-E-D. Followed. Peter followed the goats. Peter followed the goats and whistling. Peter followed the goats. Peter followed them. What is he doing? He is whistling and calling. Whistling. W-H-I-S-T-L-I-N-G. He is whistling and calling the gods. He is whistling and calling the god. Peter followed the gods. The gods were running here and there. What is the nature of the gods? The gods were lively. And they were running here and there in all directions. Peter followed them, whistling and calling, swinging his stick. Swinging, what is swing? Unyal. Swinging, throwing. Swinging means not throwing. Swinging means waving. Swinging, waving. W-A-V-I-N-G, waving. His stick. Every time in cinemas and so many programs you had seen that a shepherd, the person who is leading the goat is called, or sheep is called a shepherd. The shepherd is keeping a stick in his hand. And all the time he is swinging the stick for leading them to the right direction. And Peter followed them, whistling and calling, swinging his stick to keep them together. They are apart now. Together, opposite. Apart. Together means joined, along with it, together. Then apart means go apart. That means different directions. Apart means different directions. and Peter is holding a stick with him and he is whistling, calling and swinging. S-W-I-N-G, I-N-G, S-W-I-N-G, swinging. Listen to the spelling, don't make mistakes. S-W-I-N-G, it is swing, then I-N-G, swinging. There are two I-N-Gs, S-W-I-N-G, I-N-G, swinging. Peter is having a stick in his hand and he is whistling using his mouth. Can you make a whistle? How many of you can make a whistle? You try to make whistles. And here Peter is whistling, calling, and now he is swinging his stick to make them together, to keep them together. Both set out along with the lively goats. The goats ran in all directions. Peter followed them, whistling, calling, singing, whistling and calling, swinging his stick to keep them together. For what purpose he is swinging his stick? He is swinging his stick to keep the gods together. Keep them means keep the gods together. Heidi, surrounded by flowers, picked many on her way. They are on their way to the mountains. There are so many flowers on their way. Both sides there were so many plants and flowers. Heidi, surrounded by means, that means in every, almost all the part of her, there are flowers. She is at the midst of flowers, that is surrounded. S-U-R-R-O-U-N-D-E-D, surrounded. S-U-R-R-R-O-U-N-D-E-D, surrounded. Listen to the spelling, S-U-R-R-O-U-N-D-E-D, surrounded. S-U-R-R-O-U-N-D-E-D, surrounded. On their way to the mountains, there were so many flowers and plants and flowers. Heidi is surrounded by flowers and she picked many on her way. Children are in the habit of plucking flowers from the plants. Picked means plucked. She picked or plucked so many flowers and held it in her hand. She held it in her hand. There were so many beautiful flowers are there on the way. Where were the flowers? The flowers were on their way to the mountains and Heidi is seeing it for the first time. But Peter, for Peter it is an usual happening. It is a usual incident. It is a usual sight, but according to Heidi, it is very beautiful. It is unusual to her. It is new to her. So she picked so many flowers and held it in her hand. Heidi, surrounded by flowers, picked many on her way. Peter said to Heidi, "Don't fall over the rocks. Your grandfather has asked me to take care of you." And while Heidi were running here and there like the lively goats, what did Peter say? "Oh, Heidi, don't run here and there and don't hurt yourself. Your grandfather had told me." What did your grandfather told? Grandfather told me to take care of you. Grandfather told me to take care of you. So you don't run here and there. Peter said to Heidi, "Don't fall over the rocks. Your grandfather has asked me to take care of you. We have a long way to go." It is just the beginning of the way. We have to go a long way. That means to the mountains there is a long distance. We have to cover a long distance. We have a long way to go on the topmost peak, and old bird of prey sits and calls. We have to go to the topmost peak. That means uppermost peak. Topmost. We have to cover a long distance to the topmost peak. What lived there? What is the specialty of the topmost peak? Topmost peak, an old bird of prey sits and calls there. P-R-E-Y, prey. Listen to the spelling. P-R-E-Y, prey. P-R-E-Y, prey. Prey means ira. Prey. P-R-E-Y, prey. There is another prey. P-R-A-Y, prey. What is the meaning of prey? The prayer is said to offer to God. Prayers. We are offering our prayers to God. That is P-R-A-Y, pray. Pray. Praying. Prayer. Prayer. School prayer is there. Prayer. P-R-A-Y-E-R. Prayer. Here prayer means the bird of prey means the bird who catches its prey. Ira. P-R-E-Y, prey. Ira. Then Peter said to Heidi, don't fall over the rocks. Your grandfather has asked me to take care of you. We have a long way to go. On the topmost peak, an old bird of prey sits and calls there. Okay, today let us stop here and continue in the next class. And the most important thing is read the text 2 times or 3 times. It is very important. Text reading is very important. You read the text, then write down these tough words and their meanings in your rough book and write it 10 times or 15 times. Okay, that will help you to enrich your vocabulary. And let us wind up the class today. See you in the next class. Thank you.